I should have filmed before I got to this point, but this is one of the most common issues you're gonna get with some old two-stroke equipment like this, maybe a chainsaw or anything with small fuel line like this. It's gonna sit and be submerged inside the tank. So this is replacement fuel line. It's nice and supple and brand new, but what came out of there was something like this, and it gets swollen, it gets discolored, it gets cracks in it, and what will happen is this will just completely come off the fuel line and it'll just be dangling inside the bottom of the tank, and you won't get fuel to your carburetor. So in this particular case, I went ahead and removed the carburetor. Sometimes you don't need to, but this is the method that you're gonna replace the fuel line with. You're gonna cut a 45-degree on the hose, and then this is actually a welding wire. You're going to put it through like that and make a little hook, and then go ahead and, I'm actually doing it a little bit backwards. It's probably easier to fish it through the other way, but we're going to lube it up a little bit, and then you feed it through here, and it's pretty strong stuff. It should pull straight through, and then you can, in this case I have to pull it all the way through, so we're just gonna pull it through to where there's enough slack to where that bobber or the fuel filter is gonna be all the way at the bottom of the tank, and it's gonna be in a good resting position. And then we are gonna cut the excess to where it goes right into the fuel line for the carburetor. And then the other line, you do the same exact thing in this other hole, and it's just a return line. So now this time I'm gonna demonstrate. I got it on the same hook here. I'm gonna pull it through the other way. We're gonna see if it's any easier. I just have to bend this enough to where it'll try to come through here and grab onto it like so, and then we'll pull it all the way up. Look at that, it came off the hook. So we'll see if it pops back on with, there we go. And then you get a good view on that. Just gonna start it in like this. And so here I'm gonna chop it diagonally. So it's a little sliver there. I'm gonna poke it at the very end, see if it'll puncture through without going through the tip of my finger. And then I'm gonna bend it all the way over, and then crimp it in. Just come in, working with the cheapest of pliers at the moment, but we got it done. Now I'm gonna try the other way. I'm gonna put this through here. The hardest part with this is just trying to fish the line through. And then I'm gonna try to get a good view here. We're gonna try to pull it through. There we go, I got it without it. I'm gonna just push and pull at the same time. Now actually, this is the return line, so it probably would have been better to go the other way, but I'm just showing you can do it both ways. I'm gonna give me a little bit more and then chop it off right about here. And we'll trim the excess off. I'm gonna go extra. We'll trim the excess off whenever we mount the carburetor.